When it comes to Drake and Kendrick Lamar, the gap between them couldn't be louder. One's out here selling out arenas back-to-back, setting records and rewriting history, while the other, his blurred tour really turned into a blur, with canceled shows, refund chaos, and fans feeling straight up played. It's crazy to witness, because right now, Drake's silence is screaming louder than his own tracks. Ever since Kendrick dropped Not Like Us and flipped the rap world upside down, Drake's been scrambling to hold on. Desperate attention grabs, sneak disses, awkward collabs, all just to stay in the spotlight. But the truth is, the man who once ran hip-hop can't seem to find his rhythm anymore. For the first time in years, Drake has gone completely ghost. No posts, no stories, no flexes, no sneak shots, nothing. Fans are out here celebrating Kendrick's victory like it's a national holiday, while Drake's just vanished from the scene. It's shocking, because this is the same guy who lived for cryptic captions and late-night live streams just to remind the world he was still that guy. But now, silence. No rants, no clever shade, no lyrical warnings, just quiet. Maybe Drake finally knows there's no comeback big enough to undo what Kendrick did. And deep down, that must burn bad. This isn't the usual cocky Drake. This feels like quiet defeat, like the biggest voice in hip-hop just lost his echo. And while everyone's still celebrating Kendrick's massive win, Drake's just fading further into the background. No more fake beef energy, no more recycled drama. It's like he finally hit that wall where even he can't fake it anymore. But before we dig deeper into what this silence really means, what it says about where Drake's mind is at right now, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. We're this close to hitting 100,000, and your support means everything. Let's keep this energy rolling, because the truth about Drake's downfall is just getting started. Now, when it comes to Drake, we're witnessing something no one thought would ever happen: silence. For the first time in forever, the man who couldn't stop talking, posting, or stirring the pot has gone completely quiet. It's unreal. For so long, every rumor, every lyric, every whisper somehow turned into another attempt to claw back attention or patch up his fading image. But now, nothing. Not a post, not a story, not even a slick emoji. This is the same Drake who used to drop subliminal shots for breakfast, sneak diss in his verses for lunch, and twist the narrative by dinner. Yet for weeks now, he hasn't said a word toward Kendrick Lamar or anyone tied to that camp. No petty captions, no cryptic bars, no staged studio pics, just silence. Because let's keep it real, this ain't maturity or deep reflection. This is exhaustion, straight up surrender. After a whole year of trying every trick in the book, trolling, bragging, playing the victim, he's officially out of gas. The arrogance, gone. The confidence, fading fast. What we're seeing isn't growth, it's the crash after the chaos. Drake, taking a break isn't peace, it's retreat. Plain and simple. And if history ever taught us one thing, it's this. When the loudest guy in the room suddenly goes quiet, it means that Storm finally smacked him. You watching this already know, this downfall is sad to see, almost painful. The same man who once acted untouchable is now hiding in the shadows, silent, and that's wild. What makes it even crazier is that Drake hasn't been moving like a real rapper for years now. He's been acting more like an influencer, posting selfies, chasing trends, and talking about his lifestyle instead of his lyrics. So for someone like that to suddenly stop chasing attention in every form possible, that says everything about where his head's really at right now. Think about it. The last time we saw Drake move at all was right around when Kendrick kicked off that grand national tour. Every single night of that tour has been a celebration, a victory lap for Kendrick, while Drake's name just keeps sinking deeper in the mud. Kendrick didn't just beat him, he humiliated him in front of the whole world. And what did Drake do? Drop random subliminal posts about old drama like it's still 2015. It's almost embarrassing. Nobody even remembers what Drake was trying to talk about anymore. Seriously, those random throwbacks he posted were so irrelevant that fans didn't even clap back. They just laughed. It looked desperate, like he was digging through an empty bag of tricks, hoping to pull something out, but nothing came. And that's when it hit everyone. Drake doesn't even know how to fight back anymore. Every move he's made lately feels outdated, out of touch, and straight up out of gas. Meanwhile, Kendrick's living rent-free in his head, while Drake's still trying to play chess on a board that Kendrick flipped over months ago. So yeah, for once, it really feels like Drake's been left outside the room, locked out of the game he used to run. He's finally realizing that all his desperate moves to stay relevant have only made him look worse than ever. The fake confidence, the weak disses, the endless chasing for attention, it's all catching up to him fast. And maybe, just maybe, Drake's starting to accept what everyone else already knows. Trying to go after Kendrick Lamar isn't just pointless anymore. It's embarrassing. Right now, it's crystal clear. Kendrick isn't just winning this beef, he's running the whole game. His grand national tour has turned into one of the biggest moments in hip-hop history. With just a few shows, He's already pulled in more money than most rappers make in a lifetime. It's unreal. And by the time this tour wraps, it's expected to break every record in sight. Even Drake's own It's All a Blur tour. Imagine that, the student turning around and completely outshining the teacher. For Drake, this isn't just a bad look. It's the final nail in the coffin. Kendrick's crowds are massive, his energy is unmatched, and his performances legendary. Meanwhile, Drake's name keeps fading from the headlines that once revolved around him. The balance of power in hip-hop has completely shifted, and it's not even close anymore. Kendrick's not just owning the stage, he's running the charts like a man on a mission. His track, Luther, has been sitting comfortably at #1, untouched for nearly 3 straight months, and he looks unbothered doing it. That kind of dominance, we haven't seen it in years. And it's not just about numbers, it's about impact. It's respect, authenticity, and real power that can't be bought or faked. Meanwhile, what's Drake doing? Trying to shove Nokia down everyone's throat with that over-the-top IMAX-style music video rollout nobody asked for. He tried to make it feel like the next big anthem, but instead, it crashed hard. Way harder than anyone thought it would. Fans saw right through it. Another desperate attempt to prove he's still the one in control. But the truth is, that control's gone. Kendrick's not just beating Drake, he's redefining what winning in hip-hop even looks like. The fans have chosen sides, and the message couldn't be louder. Kendrick's running this era now, while Drake's stuck watching from the sidelines, realizing the empire he built isn't his anymore. Once again, Drake tried to twist a loss into a win, and once again, it blew up right in his face. Nokia couldn't even touch the kind of success Luther is having. Kendrick's record has been sitting at #1 for nearly 12 straight weeks. Untouched, undefeated, and unstoppable. 12 weeks at #1. That's unheard of in today's music world. And that kind of streak isn't just about streams or charts, it's a statement. It's proof that the crown officially belongs to Kendrick Lamar now, and there's nothing Drake can do to change that. Deep down, Drake knows it too. He won't say it out loud, but he feels it. This is the end of his run. For the first time in his career, he's out of tricks, out of momentum, and out of options. That's why he's been hiding in silence lately. The man who once dominated every headline is suddenly invisible. He's not plotting his meoxai, he's processing. Because reality just hit him like a brick wall. The Drake era is over, and there's no comeback tour for this one. You can feel it, the defeat, the embarrassment, the quiet realization that no matter how many distractions he throws our way, the games, the cryptic posts, the fake confidence, it's done. The clock ran out, and hip-hop moved on without him. This isn't just another L for Drake. This is the moment that will be remembered as the one where Kendrick Lamar officially ended his reign. And what makes it even crazier, we've officially hit the 1-year anniversary of that legendary back and forth. All those diss tracks that broke the internet. Not Like Us, Meet the Grams, and everything in between. They all just turned 1 year old. Fans everywhere are reliving the chaos, remembering how every single drop shook the entire rap game to its core. It was lightning in a bottle. A cultural moment the world won't ever forget. Everywhere online, people are replaying those tracks, decoding every lyric, and laughing all over again at how badly Drake got handled. And no matter how many diehard fans try to spin the story or move the goalposts to make him look okay, the truth couldn't be clearer. The torch has been passed, and Kendrick owns the crown now. Kendrick didn't just win, he dominated. He out-rapped him, out-planned him, and outlasted him like a chess master schooling a rookie. Now hip-hop has a new rule carved in stone. Never come for Kendrick Lamar unless you're ready to lose everything. And Drake, he learned that the hard way. Even when you look at Drake's circle right now, it's pure chaos. You can feel how lost everyone around him is, just by the way they're talking. Drake's silence has his whole camp spinning out, trying to rewrite what the world already saw with their own eyes. Even the loudest voices that used to defend him, like academics and Maul, are crashing and burning harder than ever. And honestly, it's embarrassing to watch. As the 1-year anniversary of the Drake vs. Kendrick beef hit, these guys started scrambling, trying to twist the story like fans suddenly forgot how it went down. But the more they talk, the worse it gets. The coping is unreal, and Maul, man, he took it to a new level of straight-up delusion. Just recently, he tried to debate DJ Head, and it was a total train wreck. Instead of defending Drake with facts, he ended up exposing just how deep the denial runs in OVO's camp. You could see the frustration, the confusion, the mental gymnastics, all to protect an image that's already shattered. It's like watching someone argue that the sky isn't blue while standing under the sun. And then came the quote that broke the internet. Maul actually said, Drake didn't lose the battle lost him. Like, what? That might go down as one of the most ridiculous, laughable lines in hip-hop history. It's not just wrong, it's painfully embarrassing. A whole new level of coping that shows how desperate they are to avoid admitting what everyone already knows. Kendrick Lamar won, fair and square. Drake lost. Plain and simple. And while the whole world's been talking about it, he's still dead silent. No posts, no statements, no music, nothing. It's like he abandoned his own crew mid-battle, leaving them to fight a war he already surrendered. But instead of holding him accountable, his team's been spinning wild theories just to save face. And every time they speak, it only makes things worse. At this point, even Drake's biggest supporters are showing how bad it's gotten. The OVO circle isn't defending a win anymore. They're defending pure delusion. The silence from Drake and the chaos from his camp are both screaming the same truth. This empire has officially fallen apart. It's wild to watch because the whole situation has turned into a circus, and somehow it just keeps getting messier. Every wild take from Maul and academics adds more confusion, more noise, and more proof that Drake's empire is crumbling from the inside out. They're trying so hard to twist the story, but the rest of the world's focused on what really matters. The moments that changed hip-hop forever. The ones Kendrick Lamar created while Drake fell apart in real time. When you look at it all together, it's pure embarrassment for Drake. Between his friends' unhinged defenses, the fans replaying every diss track, and Kendrick's Grand National Tour dominating every headline, Drake's downfall is happening in 4K. The more Kendrick wins, the worse Drake's losses look. That tour alone buried whatever hype Drake had left. Fans are literally watching, live, as Kendrick cements himself as the new king of hip-hop while Drake fades quietly into the background. The truth is, the clock's really run out. Drake had an entire year to flip the story, rebuild his image, and take back control, but instead, he fumbled every single chance. Drake made all the wrong moves. He kept acting like he still ran the game, refusing to accept what everyone else already knew. It's over. He never adjusted, never evolved, and never accepted that the world had already moved on. Even when he caught that tiny spark of attention with Nokia, it fizzled out just as fast as it came. That wasn't a comeback. It was a last gasp for air. Because deep down, Drake knows the truth. The era where he sat on top of hip-hop is gone for good, and that crown, it's not coming back. And that right there is the real difference between him and Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick didn't just win a rap beef, he elevated the entire culture. He came with precision, purpose, and respect for the craft, all while delivering moments that shook the industry to its core. He didn't just embarrass Drake, he reminded the world what real hip-hop greatness looks like. Now, as Drake stands here a year removed from the last time he truly mattered in the game, he's finally facing reality. He's not that guy anymore. The throne's gone, the story's written, and Kendrick Lamar didn't just take the victory. He walked away as the new face and leader of the genre. In just 1 year, Kendrick has taken hip-hop to levels Drake never reached. It's insane to witness. From his unforgettable Super Bowl moment to Not Like Us becoming one of the biggest songs of the decade, to GNX holding a top 5 spot since release, Kendrick's domination is absolute. He's doing what Drake always bragged about doing, but for real. With respect, with art, and with power that actually moves the culture forward. And when you add in that massive world tour selling out stadiums in minutes, it's game over. You can feel it everywhere. The shift, the energy, the celebration of an artist who's creating history instead of chasing clout. Kendrick's not just performing anymore, he's leading a movement. Meanwhile, over in the OVO camp, they can't even find an empty seat at a Kendrick show to joke about. Every arena's packed, every fan screaming every lyric, and Drake's team can't do a single thing about it. For Drake, that's gotta sting hard. He spent years building his image on dominance, and now he's watching someone else do it bigger, better, and without the gimmicks. All the petty disses, the fake confidence, the excuses, they've all crumbled. No matter how much he tries to twist it, everyone sees the truth now. Kendrick Lamar owns this era when Drake's finally out of moves. That silence, it's not strategy, it's surrender. When Drake goes quiet, it's not mystery or control, it's defeat. He's out of bars, out of tricks, and out of words to save face. This isn't the same Drake who used to troll the internet at 3 a.m. just to stir things up. This is a man who knows the fight's over, because there's nothing left for him to say. Kendrick didn't just win a rap beef, he claimed the entire era. And for the first time ever, Drake's realizing that no matter how hard he tries to deny it, the game has officially passed him by. He's out of options, out of energy, and completely out of ideas. This is the first time in his whole career we've ever seen him this quiet. And that silence? It's louder than any diss track could ever be. It's shocking to see, because for years Drake's brand was built on being loud, always online, always in the mix, always poking at something. But now, crickets. He's vanished right when hip-hop's celebrating the 1-year mark of Not Like Us, Meet the Grams, and all those moments where Kendrick Lamar single-handedly redefined the culture and buried Drake's legacy in the process. Right now, as the world celebrates Kendrick's dominance, Drake's silence hits harder than ever. It's like the final confirmation. Kendrick didn't just beat him, he broke him. And sure, knowing Drake, he'll probably pop back up soon, doing the most, acting like none of this ever happened. But the damage is already done. While Kendrick keeps breaking records and performing for sold-out crowds around the globe, Drake's got nothing but silence. And that silence is loud. Kendrick Lamar has officially left Drake speechless, something nobody ever thought would happen, but here we are. The man who used to control every headline can't even control his own comeback anymore. And with Kendrick stacking up more wins every week, who knows how long Drake's gonna stay hiding in the shadows. So now, I wanna hear from you. What do you think about Drake going this quiet? Do you think he finally accepted the loss? Or is he just waiting to pop out again with another weak attempt at a comeback? Because after everything that went down this past year, one thing's crystal clear. This silence isn't confidence, it's defeat. We just dropped a full deep dive on the Drake versus Kendrick beef. From the first shots fired to the wildest reactions that shook the entire culture. This wasn't just a rap feud, it was a cultural reset that changed hip-hop forever. So hit that like, smash that subscribe, and catch me in the next drop. Because this story, it's still unfolding,